Window trim, details, and paint. Stick around and I'll show you how it was done.
What you want, what you want.
So here, I just marked off 2 inches. Here's kind of the window blank that it was all based off of. Tracing this out to a center point right here, and I'm going to come back out 2 inches. So basically, I'm going to be making a pattern with this. Doing it this way, with cutting these patterns, I should be able to get all of them, the big ones, in this one sheet, and probably some of the littler ones on this sheet too. We'll just see how it goes.
Well, hey there, big boy. What you doing?
Well, I was just showing all these people how I was laying out the pattern for...
Dude, sweet, man. You're making hockey sticks? Oh, that's so awesome. I always wanted to learn how to...
No, man. These are the patterns for the window trim for the facade.
Oh, yeah, the facade. The facade, that's right. Hey, you know Halloween's just right around the corner.
Yeah, man, I know.
Well, why the heck are you wasting time talking to me? You better get to work.
Get over here. Man, I'm going to show you work.
Oh, hey, wait, what are you doing? Hey, don't touch me there. Leave me alone.
We got all the trim cut up for all the different size windows. So now I'm just going to kind of tap them into place with some toothpicks to make sure they're going to set right. I'm going to glue them into place with some expandable foam. To set the window trim, the first thing I did was attach it all to the facade just using toothpicks. This way I could adjust each one as needed. And once they're all lined up, I'll pull each one of them off one at a time, add some spray foam, and put them back into place.
Dude, hey man, those windows are looking really good.
Thanks, man. I'm trying my best.
Hey, how are you sticking those little pieces on?
Well, for these smaller pieces, I'm just using liquid nails to put them into place.
Oh, yeah. The nail it till you spooge it glue.
What?
Nothing.
We were doing so good. Windows were going up. That trim was going up. And if you'll notice, half the facade isn't connected over there anymore. That's because I came home and found this.
What the hell? Who did this?
I don't know. I don't know if Mother Nature did it. I don't know if someone ran up here in the yard to be a jackleg.
Jacklegs.
And tore it
Let
down.
me at him.
I don't know. I've never had a problem with that before, but it literally broke. Well, here, let me show you. So I had on the end of this, I had 2 of these 1x off on each side to create a holding structure to hold that up and hold it straight. And it literally broke the end of that off there. I've already separated this. This was flipped over frontwards. It would have really taken a pretty good gust of wind right now, because with this top on here, that's actually really heavy. And it did happen to break that in there. I'm not pulling this whole thing apart to fix that. I'm probably just gonna run some screws and things through that for now to kind of hold that into place, so I don't have to backtrack that far with this. However, on this piece here, it screwed a lot of stuff up. 4x6 panel on the bottom is pretty good. 4x6 panel on top, not so good. I just glued that to there. I didn't want to cut. I could cut that right there and break that seam so that those 2 pieces would come out. That's what I did last year at the end of the year, but I don't want to do that. But let me tell you, let me show you it. Whatever happened, I mean, it even broke. It just snapped this in half. So that didn't have a bunch of cracks in it. It's pretty decent. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, if someone come up in here and did it, I don't know why they would do it. I really haven't seen much of there hasn't been much of a breeze. I got cats, but I mean,
Yeah, hey, you want to fight?
to break the wood and everything.
I'm talking to you. Hey, come here. I got some questions for you, man.
I don't know. So we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this and continue on.
Well, that kid on the bike was no help. Just kept saying something like, I'm gonna tell my mom, something like that.
Dude, what did you do?
What? Me? I didn't do nothing.
A little bit of elbow grease, I guess, if you want to call it that. And determination, whatever. Crisis averted. You can still see like a bit of a crack, but whatever. I went ahead and dug down into this to make the crack kind of go further down the wall. So maybe it all just looks further down the wall. I'm gonna have to throw some, some spray foam over these to hide these. But we're back to wall again. You guys might not care at all of what I did to fix all this stuff. I'm going to show you anyway. Scabbed a piece of board in there on that broken one. You guys saw that. Then I ran another board on here, scabbed that in. That was real close to the break. But then took another piece of foam, sprayed a bunch of foam insulation on it, expandable foam, pressed it in there and screwed it into place. I'm going to pull those screws out later to back that up so that it won't flop and break apart. And then all this stuff here that was tweaked out, you saw pre-drilled and drilled back through and made that stuff nice and tight again. That's back together so that can be painted. The big one over here, it's fixed so it can be painted. So we can go on, right? Got to go on. We got to get all this stuff finished up so you can put this whole thing up, and it's almost October. So windows, trim, that stuff's up all the way around, even on the old little one over here. And if you see, I got some pink foam up there. That's going to be the trim. So I'm working on the trim boards that are going to go up and the big ones that kind of go across the top. I covered this last year, but you know what? Not all of you watch all the way through the videos and see all the cool tricks. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to show you a super easy way to turn that pink foam into old weathered wood. This is so easy. Just take a wire brush and pull it along your foam piece. It's going to create a light graining effect. Now then, if you change the angle, apply more pressure, you'll get a more aggressive graining. And if you work the whole piece of foam from one end to the other, using each one of these techniques, you're going to wind up with a piece of foam that really looks like a real worn out piece of wood. Moving on from the trim work, we need to clean up the facade just a little bit. And the first thing we're going to do is take care of these balls of foam.
Balls! yeah, I bet you're gonna take care of your balls.
Yeah, man, we need to cut them off.
What? You're gonna cut off your balls?
What? No, dude. We're going to cut off this excess foam that we sprayed on here to hide those little orange plastic deals.
Okay, holy cow. I thought you lost your mind there for a moment. You know, I've got to give you credit. That really does a pretty good job of hiding those little plastic pieces.
Basically, all this stuff cleaned up pretty decent. Yeah, you can see this here. But when I paint that, you know, when we paint that black, just some white dry brush over it, it will go away more. Is putting, you know, spray foam in there the best thing to do? No, because the foams aren't the exact same kind of foam. So there is some inconsistency in it, but at least it just gets rid of that big old orange thing. Because even painting that, you still got this big brown weird orange plastic deal in there, and this stuff hides it a little bit. Now what we're going to deal with is we're doing a little piece of roofing across here, but it's not going to be the same way. We're going to have our overhang come out of here, but we're not going to do shingles. We're going to do some wrought iron looking stuff on this as if it's a flat roof that you could stand on.
Hey, is that wood?
Yes it is.
A big piece of wood?
Yeah, I guess.
So technically, we can say you're holding a big wood in your hand? Oh my god! Wood hand! Oh, I cracked myself up.
The first thing I need to do is install this 1x2 at 9 inches from the side so we can create a backstop.
Dude.
What?
You're grinding your wood.
Actually, I'm cutting off the screws flush so they don't poke me when I install it.
Dude, Really, you don't want to get poked by your wood when you're installing it? Really, man, again? Only top quality filming done right here at Unhinged Productions. What are you trying to say in supersonic speed that we can't hear?
Well, I was trying to explain that I got this fake wrought iron stuff at Home Depot. My plan was to cut the tabs off on the bottom and then screw them to this little 2-inch piece right here.
Man, are you aware of the amount of OSHA violations you commit in one day?
Hey, I'm not standing on the top step, so we're all good.
See, now you're learning. Put the ladder on the back side, keep the camera on the front side, then no one knows how you're standing on the ladder.
I'm going to have to say I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out up there. That looks pretty good. So that's done. All of our trim's done. All of our little holes are taken care of. Only one thing left to do is to go ahead and once again, I'd like to take time right here to thank all those patrons that are out there. Their support is the only reason that this thing was possible this year. You guys are amazing, and really, I can't thank you enough. Let me interrupt the program for a moment of silence
Dude, what happened?
for something that's been here
Yo, I'm right here.
through the years, supporting me in many ways, from working on Halloween things,
Am I dead?
painting various stuff, helping out with automotive needs
Wait, what?
and home repair. Today, I lost my faithful air tank companion.
Oh, thank God.
He gave his last
I thought I was dead and I didn't know.
bit he gave his last bit of life today as we blacked out the base color on our facade extension.
Yeah, because your working conditions are terrible.
We almost made it all the way around, but we didn't. But at least we got the front side done in black, so now we can move on to the dry brush of this thing white.
Really? That's it? That's all you're gonna say? So if I were to croak tomorrow, is this all that you would be saying about me as well?
Dude, it's just an air compressor. And if you croak tomorrow, I throw a party.
What? Not cool, man. Not cool.
And I'm just joking. Well, what do you think?
Man, I've gotta admit, that's looking amazing.
Painting's done, trim's basically done, or trim is done. Even the trim on the ground over there, the trim's gonna go on those pieces right there, you know, in that area right there. That's all painted up and ready to go. I am gonna have to come back and hit some black spots in these windows where I got some white on them or whatever. Do a little touch up. I got a little black underneath, you know, the top rail, that type of stuff. But the painting's done. So now we build.
You're making something from nothing.